What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about root work, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. I hope you guys are having an amazing rising so far, and welcome to all of my new subscribers and listeners. I appreciate y'all for checking me out, and thank you to the OGs for continuing to engage and support my content. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who can help. Now, today we are doing the first Cush Almanac of the year. This is going to be for the week ahead, and today the moon has shifted into Leo. Now that I'm recording this, it started off in Cancer, but now it's shifting into Leo. So we are going to be talking about the transits this week, as well as today's transits, and what we have to look ahead for the week, what we could do root work and conjure wise to make sure we have the best week possible, or staying ready so you don't got to get ready. I'll also be tapping into a tribe reading for the week ahead, so thank you guys. Hold tight while we get in where we fit in. Now, as you guys know, Sunday is ruled by the sun, and today is the day that you can pretty much tap into any root work or conjure or whatever you practice, because I know I have a lot of variety of listeners. But whatever it is that you practice, you guys, today's planetary wise is a good day to do any sort of work. Specifically, though, confidence work, starting new things, solving problems, those are going to be high. Raising your profile, those are going to be high on the list of sun energy. So yeah, the sun being in Capricorn and the moon is in Leo, I think it's a good day to plan and construct what you are going to do for the week. Now, let me see what's going on with now you want to focus in on a lot of debt release work, moving things out the way, uncrossings, because this is just a perfect time. We're still in that full moon energy, even though it's shifted into Leo. You have about 3 days after a full moon to tap into that kind of work. Okay, y'all, you have about 3 days or so. Take advantage, see where you can work this for your creative projects or your businesses. Or maybe even your personal life. Okay, but yes, now before we get started, I just want to go ahead and open the roads, because if I do get any sort of downloads, I would like the spirits to definitely support me. And yeah, your girl is not playing this season. Okay, so let me ring this little bell. Thank you. All right, spirits, thank you so much for opening the roads for us as we get ready to go out into the week. Thank you so much for covering and protecting us as we go on this journey. And thank you so much for the gift. I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. I respect it. Now, in terms of the moon this week, we do have a lot of cuspy type of energy. So there will be days when the zodiac signs, especially on the almanac that I have posted, there will be days where the moon will start off in the sign from the day before, but by midday, it'll have shifted into the other moon. So just take note of that. And if you're plugging your information into astro-seek.com, make sure you put your location so it can accurately calculate what the moon is in when you get ready to take a look, because it will shift on certain days this week to in like half of, like, not even half the day. So one day I think it's like almost till noon, and then it shifts into another sign, and then it does that a few other times this week too. So just be mindful. So now what we are pushing ourselves, like the key transits right now, today the sun is sextile Saturn. So this is good for steady practical work, supporting your discipline, structure, and long-term planning. It's a good day for grounding and ritual frameworks. So like I said, plan for the week, solve problems. The Mars North Node is in harmony. It's trining. This is a action that is likely to move you toward your soul purpose or bringing in helpful assistance if you lean in with intention. Mars is in Capricorn, and then we have the North Node in Pisces. So I think that's like a good space for that type of energy, guys. Now, And tomorrow, a significant phase is the moon will be shifting, still within our Leo energy. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, on the 5th, the moon will be in Leo, and then we have by midday on Tuesday, it'll be in Virgo for about 2.5 days, because by the end of the day on Thursday, we'll be tapping into Libra's energy, and by the end of the week there will be a last quarter moon on Libra. Now, if you know, there's just certain days throughout the week that are better to do certain workings and tapping into your business creative projects than others. Okay, I think this is a good time for you to be shifting into your creative projects. I think it's a good day for you to be building up your confidence, Leo, and then it's ruled by the sun, so perfect day for that. Then by Tuesday through Thursday, you're strategizing, you're removing. Again, we're in this waning phase, so the cleansing, the removing, as you know, Virgo rules the digestive system, so you're perfecting and you're refining the work that you're doing, that you've already kind of planned it out. Virgo is all about that, getting it to a point. So this is a good time. I feel like by Friday, which is ruled by Venus, once it taps into Libra, as well as when it's in Libra, like later on in the evening on Thursday, Libra rules the justice system as well, and it's balancing the scales and fairness. So Thursday, if you can kind of do any workings that might be tied to not just the justice system, but also your community, and doing things that align with that, networking. And as you pull into Friday, again, good networking energy, good figuring out who's going to be good for what you're doing and where you're going, Venus energy here. And yeah, so then by Sunday, baby, we pushing through. We're pushing through yet again. You'll be hitting that Scorpio energy by next week, but we're gonna stay on task. Let me look at the current transits right now. Still retrograding in about 4 spots, and I want to call the node is not a planet. I always call it a planet. It's not a planet, but we're retrograding in Pisces, also Jupiter, as well as Uranus. So there's still some like work to do in terms of the home and the family and your feelings and your emotions, and there's also work to do in terms of what you value, what mark you want to leave, and you may be sort of still refining with that energy. Now, as I look out today, the sun is conjuncting Venus, which Venus is in Capricorn, so I see that is working together and knowing like where you want to put certain energy in terms of your friend group, in front of your loved ones. Like, you're getting very serious. Like, Venus and Capricorn energy gives me, yes, I love it, but I'm also willing to commit to it. So and this is a safe space for it. These energies are working well together. 29 degrees. Is that not like the fame degree? And so that's like you setting the tone. And it's get ready to shift too. But that's like you setting the tone. Let me see. Then Lilith in Sagittarius. We're still doing that we're still doing that digging in terms of our free will, our spirituality, that shadow work behind that, healing your inner traumas. And I see that playing out. It's trining. These energies are harmonious with the moon. This is at 0 degrees, the moon being in Leo. So maybe it's doing this thing in terms of how you create. I will say, like, digging into your inner child, not necessarily your ego. Okay. Yeah, it's busy, but not busy. Like, y'all know I'm looking at 0 degrees. So there's only like 2 0 degrees transits today. Now, in terms of any other things, the sun And Capricorn is opposing Jupiter in Cancer retrograde. There's also an opposition with the moon in Leo, opposing Pluto here in Aquarius, resisting changing that group. Very interesting. But it's change happening whether you want it to or not. I see that 5 degrees there. So you may be shifting how you do things, how you carry out tasks when it comes to your home life. So if you are trying to figure out how you get that work-life balance, that creator-life balance, this is a day that you're going to be kind of looking into that. And it might not feel that comfortable, darling, because you're used to doing things a certain type of way. Yeah. Hella squares, lots of deeper traumas going on with Chiron and Aries, a lot of identity. I keep saying a lot. Filler words today. Then I say it again. Chiron and Aries is squaring the sun, the moon, and Jupiter, okay? And so expect like people having identity issues, people questioning themselves. This is a lot of trauma work, a lot of like with Leo. So you might have people digging into their ego. I had an interesting interaction on my live last night. They don't want me to talk about this, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Fuck it. I'm gonna start honoring how they come towards me. Mercury is also squaring Neptune here. Mercury is in Capricorn. Obviously, Neptune is in Pisces. Now, in terms of good things, let's say these. You want to be careful about how you think. You want to be careful about how you speak because, it'll obviously delulu for shoo-shoo. And it's not going to be going well. You may be wanting to approach things from a more practical standpoint, more like set it up from a more strategic standpoint, but this kind of interferes with your desires and how you want to see things come to fruition. So there's a little battle between what's real and what's not. So make sure when people are talking to you, like, obviously you are not missing the point. 4 degrees here. Yeah, look beyond what it is like they're physically saying. I'm also getting, watch people's body language, watch their eyes, watch how they say, when they say, don't overlook it. That's how I see that, because the moon is also opposing Pluto. Yeah, the energy's playing out interesting. So, yeah, don't take it to heart. Y'all see, as soon as I can talk about this shit, spirits start shutting my throat down. Spirits start shutting my throat down immediately. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all. I do. Oh, sorry about that one, y'all. Feel the words. Some people are worried is actually, mine is, does it carry a energetic vibration? I don't know. Hours in silence. Shit. Okay. So make sure you're doing workings like in regards to strengthening your foundation and making sure you feel confident. Like also like doing your discipline. Now, a good journal prompt for today is going to be, where do I need discipline in my conjure or ancestral relationships? Okay. And be mindful of that. You definitely need to be calling in the elevated ancestors, as though, especially that Cancer energy kind of still lingering. Even though we're in Leo, it's still lingering in that full moon. So I would definitely be calling in in matters of Saturn too, because Saturn has some very interesting transits this week. Calling on your elevated ancestors to help you steer your path. Okay. You're going to be getting a lot of bolts of courage, and intuitive hits. So use these for visionary and dream-based invocations. Okay. A little bit of dream work going on as well this week. Pay attention to your dreams. They will be heightened toward mid to end of the week. So you need to be asking your ancestors and your spirit team to show you who and what to release, or what to walk towards this year. So what I like to do is, even if you only remember bits and pieces of the dream, sometimes it'll come to you later like an aha moment. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be focusing. Like, messages are going to come in through signs, synchronicities, intuitive hits more than actual logical words, right? So don't trust first impressions with people or like contracts this week. Dig beneath the surface with your spiritual tools. So if something doesn't feel right or it feels a little iffy, go ahead and pull that pendulum out. Go ahead and pull them tarot cards out. Go ahead and have spirit shuffle through a song for you, okay? And don't second guess it. All right. Do not second guess it at all. So let's see where we are with the I'm gonna laugh because I'm recognizing I'm doing it. I'm weak. Let's see where we are with the week ahead energy, y'all. I will tell you this. Lord have mercy, to the energy from this past full moon. It did shed a light on some things. I will say that. Any intuitive hits I get in regards to the evolved hustler and the business culture that goes along with this reading, I will stop, drop, and roll and let you guys know. Let's see, get a good shuffle in. I will probably be going live later, so baby, I need to start going live on, baby, I need to start going live on YouTube. It does give me the option, and they do have an algorithm like similar to TikTok, whereas it's not just people who subscribe, it's like the world. Where you from, girl? Brooklyn? No, the world. Okay, so I kind of do enjoy that. It's just I gotta get that set up how I like it. Confirmation, spirit saying, yeah, do that. Get in where you fit in with YouTube as well. I'm grateful for the ability to go live 11:01 on the timestamp, if I say that. That shit, I don't care what people say. Content creation is work. And when you are what they call a forward-facing founder, oh my goodness. But I enjoy it now. I like what I do. I will say that. I thoroughly enjoy the vibes. That's the cards, y'all. Do not be alarmed. The week ahead, Spirit, what can we expect? What do we need to know? Thank you. Daughter of Sticks in reverse for the past, present. There's a tower coming here, or someone going through a tower. Not all towers are bad, so maybe it's you're just recognizing some energy here collectively. 3 of Sticks in the reverse, near future. 2 of Pentacles in the upright, 2 of Coins in the upright. Overall, we've got the Moon card again, so that's Cancer energy. So there is a delay in you taking some sort of action, and you could be presently, you delay, oh no, delaying taking this action, maybe pivoting, being independent, is causing you to have to face a tower presently. You're having to see the forest for the trees, guys. So if you were wondering, if we talked about going independent in terms of business, in terms of making certain moves professionally in the live, and we also talked about the idea of spirit and our spiritual teams like burning down the fucking house if you refuse to get out of it. So this is kind of very much giving. And then with the 3 of Sticks in the reverse, you know, no decision is a decision. If you're delaying this process, taking this action, it's something that you're needing to take responsibility for. With this 2 of Coins, it's something that you need to take responsibility for. But there is an illusion that's being cast here, so we're going to dig deeper into that. Maybe some sort of secret that you or a third party around you is trying to keep. Tell me about this Daughter of Sticks in reverse, Spirit. So there is a Leo here Big Mama in reverse, Sun card, so there's no doubt about it. There's a Leo from the past. She could be younger, or just she could act young. How she moves is young. She doesn't necessarily think before she starts to do things. This person could not want you to see something, doesn't want you to know something. And what's that? They don't want you. Ooh, they hiding that shit. Y'all, Miss Robinson in reverse. Devil card, which is the Scorpio energy here. They don't want you to know something. They don't want things to shift. They don't want things to change. Tell me more about these. They don't want things to change. I'm just, this person's stubborn. Whoever this is, it's almost like they don't want you to know that they need your help. Five of Pentacles, Five of Coins in reverse. Tell me more about this. What's this Five of Coins mean? Miss Ida, High Priestess. This person. Spirit one. Okay, so whatever going on with this Leo energy from your past, nothing, you can't change the trajectory of this energy. Whatever's happening. Spirit says do not try to help this person. You got to let them go through it. Only way to it is through it, is what Spirit is saying. You just kind of got to stand by and watch this one play out. So be mindful of that, because if you don't shift, if you don't recognize that you shouldn't take these actions, that's where that tower is coming from. So there could be, and now if this is you, again, you not realizing that your process is being delayed because you refuse to see that there are things that you cannot change, because lack of assistance here. Patience as well. So if this is you maybe have a lack of patience that is causing you to make decisions you shouldn't make, or make no decision at all. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, there's a Tower happening. Realizing something. Eight of Sticks in reverse. There's a Tower happening, stopping you from being able to take action. Maybe you not knowing everything, or you not vocalizing. I'm going to go with you're not saying anything, or someone's not telling you everything that they know. Whatever the case may be, there's a lack of communication about a particular subject that is somewhat causing a Tower right now. I got the Son of Knives to the Eight of Sticks in the reverse. Yeah, somebody who may have told some sort of lie or be casting an illusion with the Ace of Knives in reverse. This could have to do with a spiritual leader, or possibly a leader of the community. Hierophant energy here. This person's in reverse. Yeah. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They were under the illusion that no one would ever know the things that they did. And now they're going through a Tower. Taurus is significant here. So now this person is looking to take some sort of action. They're inspired to take action. And they making bad decisions all the way around. So we got a Son of Sticks. Ooh. Yeah, people are looking at whoever this person is differently. Them Bones in reverse, that's a Libra. Yeah, somebody's under judgment, and they didn't plan for it to go like this. They didn't know it was gonna go like this at all. They're under judgment. Yeah, this could be due to some sort of loyalty here. Someone was trying to show someone loyalty. They never thought that they would be under judgment. They never thought you'd make this decision. If this is a decision that you've made for a personal relationship or a professional relationship, this particular individual, they can't believe that you're kind of like, nah, I'm good. They can't believe that shit. They thought that you would continue to be loyal to them no matter what, but you changed your mind, and you decided this was a bad decision to continue to deal with this energy. Taurus, I see younger water sign energy here. Yeah, moving out of loyalty and get you caught up, and got their ass caught up. That Four of Knives is usually like trapped energy too. We're gonna see where this goes. Tell me about the Three of Sticks in the reverse. Presently, collective, there's a delay in your taking action, and it's ending the partnership. You could have delayed ending this relationship or this friendship. And, now you've decided to take action recently. Again, yeah, you took action and ended this after a series of delays. Now, courting in reverse is letting me know this was a personal decision here, and so you're kind of still in a liminal space with it. The grandchildren in reverse, so you could also have ended a relationship with a mentor as well this week. You could be ending that. Aquarius could be significant here. Yeah, you're deciding that you don't want to work with this person. So this could be an older friend on the job. Like I said, a mentor. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You're deciding to walk away from this, or this could be a position you were grandfathered into is also what I'm hearing. Take it where it resonates, and you're deciding that you want to get away from that particular energy. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's holding you responsible for this heartbreak, for this breakup, because they're upset about it, like slowing down their money, slowing down their goals. Eight of Coins in the reverse, and it's leaving them unstable. They're unable to start. Four of Sticks in the reverse. This could involve a Father of Knives. So this is a air sign masculine, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. In the near future, by the end of the week, there is a person, they're going to be trying to come up with some sort of plan, because it looks like, this, and they're older as well. So it's giving, you got a lot of people that were kind of stuck in their ways, and they thought that their titles and loyalty would carry them, whether this be family or professional. And it's like you kind of cut ties. Yeah, somebody here had some sort of plan keeping you from being able to make a stable decision in regards to the career that you were doing. And now they're upset because they're having to take responsibility for how things ended. Clarity. There's also this masculine energy. This person could be an Aries. They could also be an court official, someone that makes, whoever this is a head guy. This is somebody who makes decisions. Confirmation. This person made a decision here to hold you up, to sacrifice you. Hangman in the upright, Pisces energy, 11:11. They made a decision to sacrifice you, and they thought you never know about this lie. They thought you never know. Or maybe they felt like the fact that they were being shady would never change anything. Five of Knives. Yeah. They don't want you to know that they're your enemy. This person doesn't want you to know that they were at the center of this actual betrayal or this gossip. 10 of Knives in reverse to the 5 of Knives in reverse. This is definitely somebody that either made decisions, the head of the business. I got a Father of Coins here. So that's Earth sign, Virgo. What is it? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, masculine. This person seems to have made a decision because they didn't want to create some sort of enemy, so they chose to lie. So okay, also what I'm getting is you have two masculines here in your near future. They decided that they were going to sacrifice you based on their own common interests. They put their selves ahead of you. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of people this week that are choosing themselves. You need to be choosing you, because people are out here choosing themselves. See, you've kind of separated yourself from this. You could have just decided to walk away from these offers of this money. And again, these people are in disbelief that you actually ended these partnerships. Recently, you've been given another chance simply because you decided that this just wasn't working. It was only delaying you from moving forward. So now there's this tower happening. Moreover, for whoever this Earth sign masculine is. Delay taking some action, trying to hide, put your pride to the side, prideful. Don't want to accept your help, or don't want you to receive help. Somebody who's loyal. Your loyalty has left you stagnant here. And it's also about you paying attention, because you have stuck around longer than you should have. What's this Cancer energy? There's some sort of secret here maybe you were holding on to, and you're being encouraged to let it go. This could involve a Cancer. a father figure, or like I said, it's also giving very much mentor energy, y'all. You've gotten some sort of clarity about how this person really feels though over the past 7 months. Yeah, you got some clarity about this person. You could have saw them as a friend. You could have saw them as an ally. Or maybe they became friends with you just to get to this Wheel of Fortune here. And at the end of the day, you didn't get what you were deserving. Ace of Coins in the reverse. You didn't get what you deserve. This person, or they feel like they didn't get what they deserve here, because this is a Sun of Baskets in reverse. Yeah. They may be upset. They want to try to reconcile, but it's just like, what the fuck for? Somebody could have lied about their real feelings. This is heavy Cancer sign energy. So y'all got a possibility of a Cancer coming towards you as you decided to move forward from a situation. And they're trying to recover from some sort of disaster. And they feel like they can change because of the history that you guys have together. They feel like they can change how you feel about that shit. This person in the past, they were very immature. They didn't care about giving you what you were worth, even though you were the Wheel of Fortune in this friendship or partnership. And now that you've gotten clarity, they've gotten clarity, the situation is kind of being released. They're holding on to this energy. They're holding on to those feelings and those emotions. I just heard that song. Y'all remember? I might be aging myself, but it used to be this song. It was sad. It'd be like, emotions make you cry sometimes, like that. I don't know if that was like Tevin Campbell or what, but yeah. You need to do what's best for you. 8 of Baskets in the reverse. You are responsible for yourself. And these people, they're just bitter because you no longer want to work with them anymore. And they're having a hard time starting over without your energy, okay? This master plan that this person had to kind of keep fighting and keep it all in the road, it's just blowing up in their face, because eventually they were going to sacrifice you anyway and going to pretend like that's not what they were doing, like, oh, we didn't betray you, we didn't do this, it was just business, it was just, okay, well, you don't want to do business with people like that this week, okay? You got to have the discipline to choose yourself. It's very straightforward. Please don't play, okay? Please don't play with your own life, okay? Don't play with your own life in these spiritual streets. Yeah. What else? See what the guides have. There's some information from the past about this relationship. Page of Swords to the 2 of Cups. Yeah, somebody knows that being in a relationship or a partnership with you, they'll always be taken care of. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You'll nurture them. You'll do what you're supposed to do. You're going to do your part, okay? No matter what. Collective is going to do their part. Collective is going to do their part, but you also could be dealing with somebody who's lying about a relationship that they're in too. They could have came and told you they was good. Whoever that daughter of Sticks is, they could have came and told you they were good. This person was being materialistic. They were being also stubborn. And there are some things that could be coming out, either about a Virgo or an Empress energy. Aries could be significant. These are both in the reverse. Somebody maybe thought they could also bully you or coax you out of hiding by giving you some sort of emotional offer. 4 of Cups here in the upright. Yeah. Somebody seems to have had some information about this. Or they felt like, if I extend you this offer, you'll hold it down. Take it where it resonates. Whoever that Leo energy is, or I'm going to say it's a Leo. Someone's behaving. They don't want it illuminated that they didn't help or they don't need help. They tight-lipped about that shit. Tell me about the present. We'll be back. Presently, someone is in an unstable situation. 4 of Wands in the reverse. They're in an unstable situation. This is the Devil, Capricorn energy. And it's being illuminated here that someone is attached to you, trying to attach themselves to you because of some sort of opportunity that they're trying to get. Seven of Cups in the upright. You could have ended a relationship or a friendship with this person. Lovers in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. It's an air sign feminine here. A Libra. You've made some sort of decision, and this caused you to avoid a tower. The tower in reverse. Yeah. You could have avoided some sort of tower. A tower of being in regret. What's this, Spirit? Yeah. A tower of being in regret. Maybe you recognize this, Aquarius. You recognize something. An Aquarius could be coming to tell you some sort of information, or this information could have been coming in Aquarius season. That someone was under the control of a King of Wands in reverse. And they're not satisfied because they didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get a long-term offer. Somebody's money has slowed down. They're not meeting some sort of goal here. Yeah, they can't move forward with a goal. And now it looks like this person's upset. They're emotionally unstable. Somebody's upset. They feel betrayed. Queen of Cups in reverse to the Ten of Swords. Yeah, because this delayed them from being able to make some sort of progress moving forward. Delayed some sort of decision. Two of Wands. Yeah, that's the truth. This is present energy, so this is going to be towards the beginning of the week. I just heard the message is clear. Somebody was trying to delay your process, and they were going to betray you, and you was going to be upset about that shit, because whatever goals you was trying to meet, if you had to continued on, this person would have continued to hold you back. Yeah, you can't. You got to put your pride to the side. You can't control this situation. Yeah, so now that this information's come forward and you realize what's going on, you may be in regret here. Somebody's in regret. I want to know who in regret. Is it you or them? So, Queen of Swords could have avoided a tower. Spirit, tell me more about that regret in that tower. The tower is happening for somebody. Delay. Got that Eight of Sticks in the reverse again. Yeah. Somebody you're not communicating with because they were being deceitful. I got the Eight of Wands again to the Seven of Swords. You're not talking to someone, and they've done something deceitful. Leo could be significant. It's coming out. It's being exposed here. Something, the exposure is happening for a Hierophant in reverse. Somebody could be trying to expose someone here. Yeah, something's being exposed about this Hierophant in reverse in their family, or how they get money for their family. How someone gets money is coming up for question. And you could have avoided being trapped. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you made it out. Whatever these people were planning for you, you're going to find out or get some sort of inkling by maybe Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. You're going to start to realize that you've avoided this shit. You're no longer trapped. You've avoided being out in poverty. Yeah, because you moved on. You made the appropriate decision to move on. 11:22 on the timestamp. So there's confirmation for somebody. You made the decision here to move on from whoever this High Priestess in reverse is. Yeah. Yeah, somebody made a decision. I'm also hearing someone doesn't know enough to win this battle. Like, they're not educated in this particular area of study to win this battle. So this is why they didn't want this to end. Yeah. So they did some sort of baneful magic here. Gemini as well as Scorpio. And now that that information's coming out, things are off balance for this person. And confirmation to a Pentacles in reverse. And they don't want you to see it. Yeah, or maybe they didn't think you'd see this shit coming. I feel like maybe they thought they'd catch you off guard. But they did something risky. They did something reckless, or something was weird, and you just decided that Page of Wands in reverse to the Three of Cups in reverse. My bad. and you decided that you no longer wanted to collaborate with this person because they are very like immature, they're very reckless. And someone's desire here, it could have, like I said, it's rooted in Knight of Wands in the reverse energy. Yeah, they was more than happy to stop you from taking action. Person's wish fulfillment was to stop you from being independent, and then they were going to come in quickly. But you moved on, Cancer. Maybe during the full moon in Cancer, you decided to move on mentally from this person, and they chose to stay, thinking that you would accept whatever offer they were giving you, and they refused to do the inner work, so you had to walk away. 3 of Swords in the upright. And Spirit saying this was a wise decision. King of Cups in the upright. This was a wise decision because got the King of Cups to the Justice in the upright. So Libra energy here again, because justice is being served. Somebody may have taken an offer here, thinking that if they kept coming towards you with that cup, with that Knight of Cups, you wouldn't fight, and this cycle would stay open, the world in reverse, and they'd be able to continue with their plans of releasing some sort of debt or burden, maybe even responsibility. So they thought that they were going to get to this 9 of Pentacles somehow, some way, if they were disciplined enough. But Spirit is saying Temperance in reverse. That shit's just not realistic, because you built this shit brick by brick. 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, somebody's worried now because they can no longer take a leap of faith, trying to put you in a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Leo could be significant for that Queen of Wands. They tried to be very confident. They were very confident in executing this plan in the beginning and thinking you would work with this person. 3 of Pentacles in the upright again, and you would lose this fight because you would take an offer and you would get manipulated into, or maybe you wouldn't know enough. This King of Swords in the reverse here. Somebody accepted an offer from a King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine. He's distorted. I'm also getting a liar. Somebody could have lied about their feelings here, trying to control the situation. 4 of Pentacles in the upright. But they were really the bully the whole time. This is a distorted leader. The Emperor, Aries, could be significant. This person was never going to help you anyway. Nope. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So you had to get your ass on up out of there. The Hangman in reverse. Pardon my front say, Pisces. Yeah, you had to leave because this person was all about business. They were very focused in on hurting you. And there was some secret that came out that led you to a victory, Cancer here. Yeah, so you're being given another chance. All I keep hearing is you're being given another chance. You're being given another chance. You chose head over heart in this decision, or you're being guided to, because I'm speaking like I'm already telling y'all, you need to choose head over heart, because these people are focused on themselves, and wherever you may find yourself in this storyline, you don't want to get caught up being a martyr. Yeah, freedom here, especially when it comes to matters of like justice, legal stuff, like higher up politics in the workplace, in the creative space. You do not want to get yourself caught up. Ooh, collaborating reverse, courage. You gotta have the courage to walk alone, baby. Ooh, walk on by. Yeah. Take this action. Take this chance, honey. Take this chance on yourself, because someone they're afraid of your confidence. Yeah, somebody, when they talk, they talk with, they try to put fear in your plans all the time. You also don't need people around you like that this week. People speaking fear into your plans, so be mindful of the things you share with people. Yeah, these people, they are upset because maybe they feel like you're being mean to them and you're having this victory, and they can't trick you out of this evolution simply because you've been wise enough to kind of keep things to yourself. You've been a wise owl, honey. You said, I'm going to keep some shit to myself. And these people are losing patience because you've adapted to their games. So nothing is truly changing because of the things that they're doing. You've healed and you've been in rest mode, and a lot of things are a mystery to them. They're trying to figure out how you manage to stay free, stay encouraged, stay strong. You could have trusted this person, but it's not an equal give and take, Libra. And yeah, this relationship was off balance. You wouldn't have been able to defend yourself, Scorpio. You would have lost power here. Would have been powerless because their intention, power, reverse. Aries, this person's intention was to love bomb you. Yeah, but you need to remember that they try to take you on up out of here. They wanted things to end for you. Whew, Jesus. A lot of letting go this week. A lot of sticking to, standing on business. Did you, what Justin Bieber said? What don't you get? I'm standing on business. Yeah. Yeah, that mother sticks. Somebody's been trying to control you. I'm looking at the back of the deck. You've got a fire sign feminine, a karmic fire sign feminine energy, or this is just how this person acts, or this is what she's doing. She is trying to control you with baneful magic. Gemini energy here as well with the magician in reverse. This person, you could have decided to walk away from this friendship or this group of people. 3 of baskets, so it could be up to 3 people you chose to walk away from. And somebody felt like they knew your weaknesses here, and they would be able to kind of cash in on your favor. 9 of baskets. And now that they're not getting what they desire, this person could be trying to move sort of aggressive over the next 5 days. They're acting like an empress in reverse here. Yeah, they done lost their mind. And these person, they losing control of their lives in the physical because you're not talking to this individual. Yeah, they could have thought they were going to be successful, but again, you're not getting the offer that you thought. Investing quite a bit of time here into making sure you get what you deserve. But once you saw the play that this person was emotionally manipulating you, you knew that their goal was to bend reality, right? So time to be strategic, Stop giving this person clarity. Stop giving them foundation. Stop giving them the tools they need. Yeah, you may have been undecisive at first, but Spirit says this situation won't get a rebirth. Scorpio could be significant. It won't get a rebirth. In order for you to lift the lows, you have to hold your hand back with this person. 6 of coins. Hold your hand back. 6 of coins in reverse, 6 of baskets in reverse, 2 of sticks in reverse. Because they're delaying your progress. They don't want you to be stable here. Yeah, they don't want you to be stable. They lack of commitment, trying to bring you out. So you'll take a leap of faith. Somebody took a leap of faith. Somebody could be ashamed of their financial status and the fact that they're not stable. So they took this leap of faith thinking they end up as a mother of coins. And now that you've ended this cycle by following your intuition, you've seen that this person was trying to take from you and you weren't safe. 9 of coins. Justice will be served because you don't even have to worry about lifting a finger when it comes to whoever that is. Wow. Okay, spirits. All right, then. Well, I'm going to keep my team brief, y'all. Let me close these roads. Thank you, Spirit, for the guidance. Thank y'all so much for coming through and allowing me to translate this message for the tribe. You guys, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but, sometimes it get like that. What my granny them say, a hard head make a soft ass. So if you sit in this situation thinking you know everything about this relationship and continue to nurture it, it is really going to come back to bite you in the ass. And you're going to start to see the effects of it by the beginning of the week. Like Tuesday, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, you're going to start to see this shit unravel if you stay in the vicinity of this individual. You got a few other like hanger-ons, you know, from personal things by the end of the week. Business partners that don't want you to see them a certain type of way. They don't want to be seen, but they did this. They made these sacrifices, and somebody, they have 1133. They have to take responsibility for what they did. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Your spirit saying you smart to walk away from this group. You smart to walk away from this job. Yeah, they didn't believe in you anyway. They didn't believe you made good decisions. They didn't believe in your vision. These people thought you were overly emotional, bad at decision making. So you don't need to be around people like that. Very much release. Very much not getting caught up in things that don't have anything to do with you this week. That's how I see that. Yeah, somebody definitely tried to like cover up their moves. They tried to hide their true face. Yeah, that big mama in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The spirits keep going. Somebody thought they could delay something from coming out. They thought they could delay you from seeing their true personality or their true motives. Thought they could change the narrative, baby. But you said, nah, you followed your intuition, and that was the best thing you ever could have fucking did. Okay? Pardon my French. Say, cause what? Ain't nobody got time for that. It's hard out here enough already. Ain't nobody got time for that. But people crazy. So, hey, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, if the message resonates in any shape, form, or fashion for you out there, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend. You don't know who can help. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I also have openings for the week as well for spiritual services and a little bit of root work and conjure as well. Get in where you fit in because slots are limited, guys. Now, if you're a DIYer, you can join my Patreon, and I will have different rituals and spells up that are catering to you guys for this week. And make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications too, because there's that confirmation. There is a grammatical error. Grammatical error. It's just an error that I want to fix, and I'm gonna resend out some information, especially about the calendar. It's just one spot, but still significant enough for me to know I need to change it. And let me think, what else announcements before I get on up out of here? Elemental readings, still working on those, guys. And yeah, that's it. I hope this message and this almanac helped y'all out. I hope y'all have a good week. I'm here if you need me, and you know we're gonna chat soon. Love you, mean it. Bye.